No, I got a couple layers. I got my snow pants on, so my boots.
All right, perfect.
I'm not bad.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I get cold at 50 degrees.
You're wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
No, that's like me,
every day.
2 jackets on.
Are you ready for the Cigar Guys Podcast?
We're all here in the studio. Myself, Alex Gonzalez is here. Mark Nikolai's here. Jared Burrows, of course. Oh, Zachary's here. Flipped cameras today. And our special guest is here. Oliver is joining us once again from United Cigars. How are we doing today?
I'm fantastic. Joining you guys from sunny New Hampshire.
Sunny.
Oh, that was a joke. Okay.
I got my tanning booth lit up. We're good.
Yeah, it looks like
Nice.
you're under a few feet of snow there. What's going on?
Yeah, we got hit with that nice little system. We got a ton of snow. This is easy to manage, right? East Coast, we're kind of, I say easy, but we go through it, and there were still some closures. But that Tennessee area, Dallas, they got hit with an ice storm. That's worse.
Yeah. No, it's been pretty crazy.
That's just heavy. Yeah. You can't shovel ice.
No, exactly. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, everyone out there, if you're watching from, somewhere up north or even out west, hopefully everything's going okay. I hate to say that we're here in Florida not having any issues, but that's just the case for us.
It's all right. Come Sunday, we're going to hit 22 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Are we really?
Yeah, it's going to feel I think it's going to feel like 14 or something.
Oh, so we're going to feel like Oliver does right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my birthday.
I'm going to go spray water outside to make sure we get some snow or ice or something.
Right. Yeah, you'll feel that way, but that's cold for Florida.
Freezing. Below freezing.
Yeah, you guys don't have the gear for that.
I might not survive.
You need to watch some Bear Grill episodes to prep yourself.
Oh, man, I missed that.
I'll still be in shorts on Sunday. Don't worry.
I'm so lucky I narrowly escaped the winter storm. Had my flight canceled. Waited at the airport, hitching a ride. Finally hopped on a plane.
Oh, that is true. Zach was up in New York, so how was that?
Cold. I think the it felt like 3 degrees or something where we were at.
Who judges that, though? Who's in charge of saying, hey, it feels like it's this cold?
Yeah, who turned the weather down, so to speak?
Just some guy from Florida. It was like 3 degrees.
Yeah,
I was going to
sounds
say,
like it.
I feel like that'd be a job that Alex would pick up. Just hey, go outside. Tell me what it feels like to you.
Dude, that sounds like the easiest job ever. I'll do it. Anyway.
Travel to exotic places like Buffalo.
Honestly, it actually sounds like a great job. All right, we're all lighting up some cigars from, can you guess? United Cigars, of course. Oliver, I'll start with you. What did you choose to light up today?
Today I went with the Red Anchor.
Of course.
Can't go wrong.
I just went. Yeah, had to have the Captain. It is. I was worried because of the temperature out here, and I was setting up, and I had the cigars out on the table. I'm like, oh, I hope this doesn't start to blow up, but that heat's getting to it just a little bit, but still razor sharp.
Of course.
Wait. You lit up without us? You already been smoking before?
I had to warm up. You guys send notifications 10 minutes before. Hey, here's a reminder. Well,
Alex.
My bad. We had some technical difficulties that we had to fix, but we're all here now, so it's going to be okay.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Let's cut right to it. When do you come back to Florida?
Yeah, actually, working on a March trip
Nice.
with Cigars on the Ave for their 30th anniversary. So,
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
yeah.
We'll be there
And
then.
Yeah.
March will still be cold.
Yes.
It'd be cold and
Yeah.
humid here, but not nearly as cold as where you're at now, so you'll be fine.
No,
I'll still be in shorts, but
Are you a year-round shorts guy?
No, actually, he wears leather jackets in the summer.
I knew that was coming. But it's true.
Tight leather.
Only when you visit. Only when you visit, Oliver.
Excuse me, miss. Do you have that in a children's small?
What are you smoking, Jared? You're awfully happy today.
I'm smoking an Atabay, actually.
Really?
Oh,
God
Wait,
granted me this great
what's
gift.
fancy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I went fancy
Is that-
today too.
Is that the Diosis? Too? That's the big boy?
Yes.
The big boy, yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
thinner ring gauge 52, but
For Jared,
that
it's average size.
I could say familiar.
I went pretty nice today too. I got arguably my favorite cigar from you guys in 2025, the Bandolero Premium. We had it for the first time on the PCA show floor, and I tell you what, of all the cigars we got, and I'm not just saying this because you're here, but that was the one that I remembered from PCA specifically.
I think we smoked 2 Bandoleros this week alone, or this past week alone.
Yeah.
yeah, that Bandolero Premium was, and I shouldn't say surprising, right? Because Nelson Alfonso always coming out with something great, but when he was talking about the blending and what he was going to do with this new Bandolero Premium, I was like, well, how's it going to be? How are you going to do something different? You know, what are you putting in it? And then he, was talking about it and talking about the aging, and then I smoked it, and I was like, wow, it's phenomenal.
No, yeah, it truly is. I mean, like you said, we didn't expect anything less from Nelson Alfonso, but this definitely was a pleasant surprise. What do you got, Mark?
I got the Gold Star Robusto.
Another classic. Very good.
Yeah.
Zach is lighting up the Bandolero Series C.
I'm not gonna lie, I was
Very
hoping
nice.
someone would have a firecracker on him.
That's in July.
I know, but it's a great smoke, just tiny.
Yeah, we'd have to have like 2 firecrackers, 2 or 3 for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we got some good firecrackers coming out this year. All right, the Independence, and then relaunching the Bandolero firecracker in the fall.
There we
Oh,
go.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I got that press release from you guys. It looks, the design alone I thought was very impressive. It looks great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wanted, so looking at packaging and trying to figure out designs, and I think part of the frustration stemmed from the selected tobacco packaging. It's so beautiful, and retailers, consumers always say, well, what should I do with the boxes? I don't want to throw them away. So working on that Independence firecracker, I submitted a design to
Sorry.
work as an ashtray when you're done, and maybe in a tin, it's something that you keep, and maybe we'll see it on the shelf in 100 years, empty hopefully, but to find a full box. But yeah, just a little ashtray on the bottom to have a little repurpose with it. So embossed stars, and I think it came out great. I'm very happy with it.
No, absolutely. And I did notice there was a couple new lines or brands that are under the United Cigars umbrella that I didn't know about until more recently. And we've been trying those, so we can kind of talk about those too, because I'm not exactly sure how new those are, but I know that last time we talked, this wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, there were a few. I mean, you want me to rattle them off? Because I think I saw you smoking one the other day that you posted.
Yeah, you're the expert. You can go for it.
The La Mezcla Cubana is it's a $6 Rothschild size, 7-year-old Ecuadorian wrapper on it, and it's just a smooth, easy Dominican that's your grab and go. Right? You just jump in. You don't want to overthink it. You just grab a cigar that you want to satisfy that little itch, and you have a little bit of time. That little guy doesn't. I can't really say it packs a punch, and you tell me when you smoked it. It's not really. I mean, it's smooth, little sweet, and creamy, and just an easy cigar.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
I thought it was, kind of a true medium. Definitely like full flavor, and it was good flavor. But for like a cigar guy like us, I mean, it could definitely be a good like first smoke with your coffee in the morning. It's definitely not, I wouldn't say pack a punch like you said, but
Right.
I mean, it's like that sweet spot. It's got everything you need, and for 45 minute smoke for most people, it does the job perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, and at that price point, that's one of those. Not that I'm just throwing around, $5 bills, but at that price point, that's one that you can, if you're running errands or you're, doing some work, or you just need to set it down, and it's not going to break the bank. It's an easy cigar,
Yeah, and we were talking about
smoking
this.
wise and budget wise.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier too. It's not common nowadays to find good cigars that are in that like $5 to $8 price point. Unfortunately, just due to economics and stuff, the prices are going up, and it's harder to make a good cigar for under $10. So when you do find one that's like that $5 or $6 range, like this cigar, it's definitely worth it nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. No, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's one of those that, it's not in the public eye as much because it's just kind of hidden there. There are so many cigars on the market and so many new cigars coming out in the market that, it's hard to get that airtime.
Yeah.
Right. So it's still one of those little hidden gems. And in the portfolio at least for us, it's such a large portfolio of so many different cigars. It's hard to showcase, all of them at once.
Yeah. I think at that price point, too, it's great for a lot of new smokers, especially with that flavor profile.
Yeah.
So for someone that doesn't really smoke that much, that wants to get into it, that'd be a great cigar to give them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely a good starter, but also, great cigar for a seasoned smoker. Like you said, it's a good breakfast cigar. It might not be something when you're looking for something, rich in your face mid-afternoon or late evening. That's not the one you're going to go to, but just to kick off the day, or, you want something lighter on a hot, sunny Florida afternoon. That's a good one.
I agree. I think the first cigar that I lit up this year from you guys was that Montosa, the natural one.
The natural, yeah.
Yeah, another newer brand from you guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so we took on the line in 23, I think 22, 20, I think it might have been 22. So that's a brand that is widely known throughout Europe. It's a German-based company, Arnold Andre. They've been around for over 200 years, mostly known for their machine-made cigars, their cigarillos. They do a massive business. But they got into the premium cigar side in 2010. They bought a factory and started rolling premium cigars in 2011, and Montosa was one of those lines. So is Terra Nova, which we represent for them here in the U.S. So anyway, they approached us, said they were looking for a U.S. distributor, that they had been in talks with a couple companies and wanted to kind of test the waters and see what they wanted to do. They actually gave a compliment to say that they noticed that with our portfolio, obviously we have brands that we manufacture and produce and that are ours, but they could see that our concentration wasn't solely on just pushing our brand, so it wasn't going to necessarily get lost in the portfolio. So it just it was a good partnership to pen, and we've been distributing them since 22, 23.
Very nice. Yeah, and you brought Terra Nova too. That one I was a little nervous about because, especially on that shorter size that I had, it said, what was it, like Kentucky Fire Cured or...
Kentucky Fire, yep.
Right. So, based on previous experiences, I was a little nervous because I'm not a big fan of, Fire Cured tobacco. But I tried both of them, the Fire Cured and then the other one, I forget the name. I always butcher it.
Arparique.
Arparique, yes. Yeah. Both of those, I was pleasantly surprised with those. And they're a unique flavor for sure, but a very enjoyable flavor. And it wasn't that like traditional fire cured taste that I was going to expecting from it. They were very, very good cigars.
Yeah, I think that the difference with what they did and why we looked at that line, because they actually have a pretty extensive portfolio as well in the premium side. But we looked at those two, and those are the two that they wanted to focus on as well. But smoking that dark fired Kentucky, it doesn't have that synthetic taste, that false in your face, like just a campfire, what we've kind of known as a dark fired Kentucky tobacco. All right, so this one's very subtle, but has a very unique profile. And that Araparica, same thing. Brazilian tobacco is just, it's hearty, it's rich, it's not overpowering, and very, very unique in their style. And the Choctaw Indians were the ones that created this process of putting the tobacco under heavy pressure in barrels, and that just kind of changes the dynamic of the tobacco, so it gives that unique flavor profile.
No, absolutely. The best way I could describe it was a very savory flavor, but not like, artificial, like you said, not overly savory, but that's the best way I could describe it. It's like, almost like a steak flavor, but just very smooth and not like harsh in any way.
Medium rare?
Yeah, it was like a nice medium rare steak.
Yeah.
All right.
Good seasoning.
What does that mean that it's aged under pressure?
So in the barrels that they use, the tobacco is actually pressed.
Okay.
So it's an old. I mean, like I said, the Choctaw Indians started this process from what they were saying and sharing, but that just changes the dynamic, of the tobacco. So I don't know if it intensifies the profile, but it's just an old method.
Yeah, no, I thought that was very interesting because I was reading up on it, and I think Mark asked the question. He's like, "What does that mean, like under pressure?" But it's literally just physical, like pressed, basically.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's not like the tobacco has anxiety or anything.
I don't think so.
Thanks for the clarification.
Seek counseling on that one.
After the show.
The anxiety, right? Yeah, and but looking at you guys are smoking the Bandoleros, but the premium. So just coming back from Madrid,
Yeah.
visiting the factory just about 2 weeks ago now, but I haven't. Just have to feed the dog. So coming back from the factory, it's not fully operational yet, but just to touch on like the Bandolero Premium, that slight differences. The blend's different, the wrapper's different, as you can see on the premium, but the extra aging. So that premium has 4 years of post roll aging, and I think you're smoking Mark was smoking. Who's smoking?
Zach's smoking the C.
Zach's smoking the C. All right. So the C has 1 to 2 years of post roll aging, and there's a variance on those because every size, and there are 3 different blends on Bandolero, so it just depends on how he feels for the Bandolero. So gotcha. It's a minimum of 1 year, could be up to 2 years, but the premium has 4 years of aging. But walking into that facility, I've visited. I've been fortunate enough to visit several factories, and they all do a great job. Everyone's very unique, and some are more for show, and some are for production, and some do a little bit of both. And walking into this facility, it's not show. It's not just, hey, we have the biggest facility in Spain. It's the largest cedar lined humidor in the world, but outside of that, they're all smaller rooms. The production that he'll start producing cigars out of there hopefully within the next year. But he'll have about 8 rollers, so looking at about 4 pairs to produce the majority of his production.
No, that's great. I mean, I saw some pictures and videos that you guys were doing. It definitely looks amazing. Even like the lounge area that's there. But all the rooms, like you kind of did a walkthrough and everything. I mean, it's definitely very impressive. Yeah. And to have it in Madrid, I think is great too.
My question is, where was the invite?
That's coming once it's ready. Once it's more operational. Like the cigar, he's got some cigars in there, but it's not. That's not where he's doing the aging right now. He does the aging in Spain, but it's off site until he's ready to bring everything in. So he's expecting probably midsummer. He'll be ready, but at any point the lounge is open. I don't know if you saw pictures. I showed the humidor that he has. It's 2 stories, and that's where he's going to put the seconds, right? The ones that didn't meet his standards to go into the boxes. And from there, you'll be able to visit the lounge, sit upstairs, grab a cigar. Anything you grab, you can smoke there, but you obviously can't take anything with you. There's nothing for sale there, but it's just a spot for people visiting Madrid that want to see the Selected Tobacco factory and share a cigar, maybe with Nelson or maybe with someone from the family. But you'll be able to sit on the 5th floor and enjoy a cigar there.
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely hate to smoke a Bandolero that didn't make the shelf. I mean, I'm sure it's just terrible, right?
right, crazy. Yeah, that's a tough job. Yeah, when I was there, it's he put some cigars out on the shelf just to show what it would look like, and he's like, yeah, grab whatever you want, and just looking at it between the Alfonso Grand Selection, Alfonso Añejo, the Bandolero Premium, Bandoleros, Atabase, Byrons, and like, what do you choose?
What did you choose?
He had some Atabay Blacks. I should have brought those back for you.
Man, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually, that might be a good topic to bring up because I think last time you were here with us in studio, that was like the end of 2024, and if my memory serves me right, I think I had just had the Black Ritos for the first time. That cigar is still probably like top tier in my book. I mean, that's top 5 for me.
Was that before or after we interviewed him at Corona in Lake Mary?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
I think Corona Lake Mary was the last time I saw you in person. I could be wrong. We did
possibly.
Dual interview.
Yeah, I know it was end of 2024, but that Black Ritos is like the cream of the crop right there. So yeah, I'm actually upset that you didn't bring some home.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And home being
rummaging
Florida,
through
by the
way. Right. Yeah, that black is pretty special, and Nelson he's just so humble that when he was coming up with the idea, he had put it into production, and I think it was year 2 of the aging. And that's when he approached us and said that he had this new Atabay that he was working on. And do you think people would like an Atabay with a darker wrapper because it's just known for this light, beautiful Ecuadorian wrapper? Do you think people will lean towards a darker Atabay? And with what he's done and brought to market, I was like, I don't see how they couldn't. So that's why we decided to kind of announce the Atabay Black with the NFT. So that was the first NFT. Kind of met with mixed reviews, right? Because there were a lot of people, and still, when I didn't fully understand NFTs, but everyone's like, you're coming out with a cigar that you can't smoke. This doesn't make sense, right? But we wanted to just kind of get reactions from people to see, okay, we have one cigar. And when Nelson talked about it first, he had said he had about 300 boxes in the production. It was one size. So how do you launch that, right? How do you release that? So that's why we went with the NFT. But when it was released, that was after 5 years of aging, and that's where he started using the French oak in the cedar lined rooms. So he's funny. He's a blender, but he also blends the cedar, right? Because some rooms he's using a little bit of Peruvian cedar, but he uses Cuban, Mexican, Spanish, Brazilian, Lebanese cedars in all these rooms as the cigars are aging.
Yeah, no, he definitely, knows what he's doing. Smoking this Bandolero Premium, any of the Selected Tobacco cigars, you can just really tell. But that Atabay Black Ritos, that was the first cigar that really gave me like the experience of tasting like berries through the cigar, like just subtle notes of berry. It kind of opened my eyes a little bit to like more understanding that flavor note. It's really, really delicious.
Yeah, it's wild how some of the tobaccos just take on, and it's not cedar notes. I try to explain that too, because some people are worried about cedar. They're like, well, I don't like too much cedar, and all that cedar, I don't know if I'll like the cigar. But the cedar just amplifies the notes of the tobacco. It doesn't really take on because it's aged cedar too.
Yeah.
I think we were duped early on, with cedar, meaning like the cedar that was used in some of the boxes, because everything was rushed to market in the late 90s, early 2000s. You had young cedar, so it was sappy, and that young cedar has a bite to it. And what we know as Spanish cedar, right? It's not, funny enough, it's not Spanish. There are no cedar trees in Spain, but Spanish cedar is actually American cedar.
Yeah.
But they controlled the trade. So, but that's very pungent, and that's what we use in our closets and everything. So, I think those, there are some sizes and some lines, some blends that take on these sweeter berry notes, and I've had people tell me blueberry. In fact, I smoked the Venecianos, the Byron Venecianos, when it first came out, and there was like a strong cherry note to it. But it doesn't taste like cherry. But on the nose, on the pre-light and the cool draw, there was like this sweetness that was just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe or convey to people that maybe don't smoke cigars or kind of just started smoking cigars. Because, yeah, like when you hear that notes of cherry or notes of blueberry, you're thinking like the artificial side of it. But it's just a very subtle flavor note that you kind of pick up on. And I think, like, personally, the way I would describe how the cedar works is, especially with selected tobacco products, is you're not really tasting this cedar flavor. It's almost like this freshness where the cedar is amplifying the flavors, and the cigar, like this Bandolero Premium, for example, it just feels fresh on the palate, and it's very smooth.
Yeah, I think that that post-roll aging and the process that he puts his cigars through too. He'll exhaust out the air in those humidors. He has about 24 different aging rooms that are it's like a 12 by 12. Some rooms are a little bit larger, so it's 24 doors, but could they be considered a little bit larger? And then the rooms themselves, it's 2 stories, right? So there are 12 and 12 different rooms on each floor, and then in the center it's open. But the center, all the floors, the walls leading into those individual rooms and the ceiling, all covered with cedar. So that's also a humidor. So that's why it's the largest humidor. But yeah, for the Bandolero Premium 4 years of age, that process really just cleanses the tobacco, and he calls that like the last fermentation, the last cleansing process of the cigar.
Oh yeah, I mean, and you can just tell. Like we had it. I said that before. We had it on the PCA show floor, with all the smoke around and all the different cigars that we're trying and stuff, but it still stood out, and you could just taste it to its fullest, regardless of how many cigars we were smoking or how much smoke was in the air. I mean,
right?
Yeah, we were so pleased with that cigar, and I've bought quite a few since then. So I guess almost a year now. Just cigars on the Ave for one, like Corona Cigars has them. I mean, just whenever I see it, I'm like, yeah, I think I'll grab one more. Why not?
Well, especially when you're going in your private jet, right? You need
exactly.
to grab.
Wow. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
Jared's private jet. We'll say.
You're welcome on board, Oliver. We can get you out of New Hampshire. We'll save you.
Yes, save me. I have to send you. I got to send you guys a picture. The United Cigar stores when it originated, because United Cigars started in 1901. Like it has a tremendous history, but they had the first flying cigar lounge airplane. They used to drop off cigars, so they had it all branded. And
I think you showed us that when you were here in the studio 2 years ago.
Right. Is it still active?
No, not safely.
Let's bring it back. What will it take to bring it back?
It's a great question. A lot of
regulations.
money. Regulations.
Checkbook coming out right now.
When there's
My
a job
United
that needs
Cigar
to be
budget, I'm still on tacos. So once I get to the steak level, then maybe we'll add that to the budget.
You know what?
Add a plane.
If you come back to Florida, we're getting steaks at the vineyard right here.
That's why you're drinking tequila. You're on your taco phase. You got to mix it with the tequila.
Yeah, I'm on my south of the border phase.
Let's
No,
talk
tequila.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's talk about that. We're making bad decisions tonight, as you so eloquently
Right.
stated before. Tequila versus whiskey. Why is it that more cigar smokers, including yourself and us occasionally, are pairing their cigars with tequila more?
I say it humbly, but because I started a new trend.
It was definitely your idea.
It's kind of
Oh.
like United started it.
Yeah.
So it goes back to everyone had a bad experience with tequila, but going back to 2007 when I
I've
was in
never had a
Vegas.
bad experience with tequila.
Lucky.
Very lucky. 2007, when I was working in Vegas, the company I worked for opened up a restaurant called Tacos and Tequila at the Luxor, and I started to kind of get back into tequilas because they were, obviously they had to have very nice tequilas. They had to have a phenomenal selection. So we started, trying all these different tequilas, and I started getting back into it because I realized that there are actually good tequilas. The tequilas that I had bad experiences with were budget based,
Yeah.
right? Like in college, I'm not buying nice tequilas. And then fast forward, after trying all these different tequilas, bourbon and whiskeys they weren't for me. They just weren't hitting the same. I started to get too much heat, not acid reflux, but just wasn't feeling right. And so I started drinking more tequilas, and then I think 2000 and it was like 22 again, right around there. I was in Chicago, and I met the national ambassador for Casa Noble.
Nice.
And that's where we started doing pairings in a lot of the lounges with Casa Noble. So then we created this tray that has a slot for the 4 different expressions of Casa Noble and an ashtray for United. So now we're educating people on tequila, and the retailers will put on this this event with us, and they'll get all the consumers to come in. They get to try the different expressions of tequila. They get to sample a United cigar, and it's a good night, not only educationally, but trying to get back into a good tequila. And Casa Noble for me, and that's what I'm drinking tonight. Selfless plug, but their añejo's fantastic. Their blanco's great. The reposado's kind of the one that I really like to go to for cigar pairing, but it's another smooth, clean, no additives, and it pairs well with cigars because it doesn't overpower the cigar for me.
And which one was that? Was it reposado or was it the añejo?
The reposado is typically the one that I think pairs well because it's got a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of spice, a little citrus, so it goes well with the cigar.
Yeah,
But,
sorry, the one you showed us, was that reposado?
Oh no, this was the añejo.
Oh, good. I love añejo. Awesome.
Yeah.
I
Give it a try.
I see you're chilling it in the snow.
I got my portable cooler.
Zach's correct. That's so awesome.
Is anybody seeing this?
Dude.
This is my
beautiful.
commitment to the Cigar Guys.
Ah, beautiful.
He had to clear that out, just to be
so
on
he
the
could be on
show.
pod, yeah.
And I want to point out for the viewers who are saying that, we're treating him unfairly. We invited him in the studio in the heat, but
True.
But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So next time, maybe March. Oh, that's a little soon for another appearance, but I'll be there in March.
We'll figure something out. I mean, listen, this is your 4th appearance on the Cigar Guys. I think you are officially the first guest to appear 4 times on the Cigar Guys podcast.
A
So
notary
that's
cigar guy.
a big achievement. Yeah.
A notary cigar guy.
Wow. No, that's humbling. I appreciate it. You guys always keep me on the radar. You're great. I appreciate it. And it's good to kind of dive into those side pools. Everyone's in the main pool, and that kind of gets old after a while.
No, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, well, too, we love bringing on guests that themselves are, great conversation, great people overall. But of course, the cigars as well speak a testament. I think that we really want to highlight cigars that we truly believe are the best of the best. Not just saying this because you're here, but truly, this for a fact. These cigars, especially, all the brands you produce are great in some aspect. Like Selected Tobacco is, the cream of the crop, a little more expensive, but they're so worth it. But then you have cigars that are great for budget smokers, mid-tier, like everything that you guys are doing at United Cigars, we want to showcase to the viewers and say, hey, there's something here for everyone.
And Alex didn't mention it, but I think you're the second tallest person we've ever had on a podcast ever.
Second, who's the first? You got Riley, Omar.
I think Sean
Terrence
Hollis.
Riley.
He's like 6'9".
Oh,
Cigar TV, Sean
Cigar
Hollis.
TV.
Yeah.
oh he's a big dude.
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, he's tall. And it's strange. Like I just feel like with some of these guys that I go up to, the Gomez's, they're tall too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm 6'2", but walking up next to those guys, I feel dwarfed.
6'2".
No, you're not
taller
6'2".
than that.
They're taller than 6'2". That's
No, well in heels.
That's what it is. I think
the height
Jared.
boosters.
I think Jared's confused because he's only 5'7". So
I'm 5'10". Zach's the tallest person I've ever seen until
oh man.
They breed them differently. Well, what? So tequila and bourbon. You guys said that you sometimes you dabble in tequilas. What has there been like a switch for you with palate with pairings?
Would you say Nosotros for you?
Yeah, you read my mind. So I've been dabbling more into tequila, and at Blend and Barrel, which I frequent often, they have Nosotros tequila. So I was introduced to that. I've tried the Añejo, the Reposado. They're all great. And so I kind of started, like you said, learning more about, okay, if you have a good tequila, it's actually really enjoyable. And the reason why I like drinking tequila more now is because I think, one, it feels better, drinking tequila versus whiskey. I still love whiskey, but I feel like I can have a little more tequila and still feel fine afterwards. And I think that the fact that it's like a smoother experience and the flavors are different from whiskey does kind of elevate or change the cigar smoking experience at the same time.
Yeah, no, I'm the same when I'm like, again, going back to like bourbons, and especially, and I know I'm going to lose, not that I have fans, but I'm going to lose fans or lose people that when I say this, but for bourbons, like when you go to cask strength and then you go to overproofed and bourbons in general and whiskeys, like there's so much heat, right? It again, for my palate, it just kind of takes away from my cigar experience. So
That's it. I'm out.
my palate,
You
my
said
palate
that.
changed.
You said that. I'm leaving. Sorry.
That's it. I'm out.
But yeah,
But tequila has a little heat, but then it kind of dissipates, but the flavor notes still kind of stay there, and not necessarily sweeter, but when you get like those vanilla notes that kind of sit, it just kind of softens the palate. So then you take a draw, and then you really start to get the flavor notes from the cigar. So I love a good tequila with my cigar. Well,
a little ice. And
I'm glad you guys are warm.
It's a little chilly.
I got
But what I will say too is, and this is kind of my personal opinion, and I'm sure it's backed by some science, but for the longest time, the American cigar market has been seen as the market that really likes stronger cigars, more strength, the dark wrappers. Right. But I think that more and more people in America are finding that there's really great cigars, like this Bandolero Premium, for example, that are mild to medium in strength, but still have full flavor, and they have what people would say like the lighter kind of flavor notes, more fresh and not like spicy and strong and in your face. So I think that when people are transitioning more to cigars like that, tequila makes more sense as a pairing because it's a similar flavor profile. It's smoother, it's lighter. It's not like the heat like you described with whiskey and a lot of the barrel aged and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, it's like you take a bite of a burger with jalapenos in it, right? You're gonna have your mouth is gonna be a little bit on fire, so it takes away from some of the flavor notes that you'll be able to pick up, the meat or the bread or the cheese or everything else, right? It overpowers everything. So, again, for my palate, I stick with tequilas. Just kind of hits right.
No, I think, like you said, you've definitely brought the cigar industry into a new revolution where tequila should be highlighted more and focused on more.
Yeah. Look, we've had what's great is when you do create these experiences so people get to try the tequila and try the cigar, and people that had shied away from tequila in the past actually come up to us, and then they'll talk to because we bring a tequila rep on site from Casa Noble so that they can go deep into tequila with them, but they take pictures of the bottle because they want to go pick it up, and the bottles are approachable. The whiskey market's definitely come down. I don't want to say it's tanked, but it's definitely come down, the secondary market.
Yeah.
But these bottles are right around the $50 range. So they're approachable, right? They're good bottles, and I don't know, they pair well.
Are you gonna add tequila tastings to the private jet?
You mean, am I going to add tequila
Oh, sorry,
tastings?
Jared. Yeah, sorry, Jared.
We can organize.
The
we can
answer is
organize
yes.
that. Yes.
No, but that brings up a good point too. I mean, the whiskey market in general, like if you want a good whiskey, you're going to be paying more for it than if you're going to get a good tequila, generally across the board. So yeah, I mean, like if we're getting good whiskeys or good scotches, you're approaching that $100 price point. But with tequila, you can still get like, that $40, $50 price point.
Yeah, sub 100. I bought a bottle. I was doing we did a Corona event, and it was with Time and Space with the Macallan.
Wow.
And
That was like 2 years ago, right?
2 years ago. I picked up a bottle of Time and Space because I was looking at, like, he was, Corona was the only one that had it in Florida. I picked up a bottle, and I think, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, well, the bottles are already going for $2,400, $2,500, and it had just released. I think it was a $1,500, $1,200 or $1,500 bottle anyway, but that has since gone down. So, that's something I'll open up at some point. Maybe my dad's 80th is this summer, so maybe I'll do that because, again, to sell it, right, for face value, it's not going to change. That's not going to change my life, but to have the experience, to sit down with my brothers and family and my father, to open up that bottle, that has more value than dollars that you can get. But yeah, I've seen just friends that are big into the bourbon market, secondary market. They're sitting on bottles that they thought were going to be a lot more expensive, or they bought at a higher price on the secondary market that don't even hold that value. So,
Plus, isn't tequila like healthy for you? There's like less calories and sugar in tequila than any other liquor.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
There are less sugars, so that's why I think, and when I'm drinking a few glasses, I don't have the same feeling the next morning with tequila as I do with whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean,
Is that happy? What feeling is that?
Not in
The
pain.
next morning, not happy.
you got to find out for yourself. What I'll say though is, when it comes to drinking, I honestly stopped drinking old fashions, and if I do, I just tell them not to put sugar in it.
Yeah.
Jared put me on
No
that.
simple syrup. No.
Yeah, because
No.
the day after it feels rough. So with tequila, you're avoiding that entirely.
Yeah.
Almost
No,
entirely.
if I need like a cocktail or something with a tequila, I might add a little bit of club soda, just ranch water, a little bit of club soda, a little lime, nice and easy.
Ranch water's great.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I'm all tequila, and those pairings have done very well to also help the the expansion of Red Anchor. That's really what we pair it with a lot. So Red Anchor is starting to pick up more and more, and it's just a hidden line as well. It's been doing well for us and for retailers, but I think palates. We have a very educated consumer now, more so than before, because you have more access to information. But I think palates are starting to change a little bit, because you guys touched on it earlier, where everybody was looking for something like in your face. That's a cigar, like meaty, strong, powerful. But I want to taste like the nuances, and I don't want to taste a dirty ashtray when I'm done. And that's what I love about selected tobacco too, because that aging process. I smoke a Bandolero or an Atabey, I can smoke another cigar right after, and I can taste everything because it's so clean.
Yeah.
Tobaccos on Red Anchor are proprietary to KBF, who we work with to roll that cigar. It's beautiful tobacco. So we're that's another cigar that to me is very clean on the palate, and the Gold Star, kind of same thing. Working with Ventura in the Dominican, great tobaccos, and that's a beautiful cigar at $12.
Yeah.
So very price conscious consumer base now.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you've previously mentioned before the Gunner was your personal favorite size of the Red Anchor.
The Gunner's my personal favorite.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. After having it this year for the first time, I would agree with you. The Gunner is absolutely fantastic. I mean, that size in general is one of my favorite sizes. Like thinner ring gauge. That's 6.5 specifically.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's the perfect size already, and then having the Red Anchor in that size is definitely, I agree with you, the ultimate size for the Red Anchor.
And it's so funny because you say it's your favorite size. It's like like a Lonsdale, and Lanceros, and everyone said this is my favorite cigar. It's the worst seller for retailers, right? Toro's number one, and then a far distant second is always Robusto, and then everybody grabs the other stuff. But I think that for me, and when you're looking at that particular blend, that Gunner at 6.5 by 43 is fantastic.
Yeah, I think I'm sensing a theme for 2026 here on our show because we've talked about this a few times already in January, but we're really trying to push the Lancero market more because, and just thin ring gauge in general, because like you said, arguably it's the best size, especially in terms of flavor. But yeah, like you said, it has trouble moving. And that's just because I think mostly it's perception.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
people want that normal, quote unquote, normal size. Your Toro is like your average go-to size, which makes sense. But I mean, there's something about thinner ring gauges that are overlooked.
Yeah, I think the thinner ring gauges, like you smoked the Spiritus in Atabey,
of course.
Sarah. That's the one blend that does not have any Ligero in it, but the draw is almost has more pepper and more spice than any of the other lines. It's not really a good representation of Atabey, but it's a phenomenal cigar.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, right? That makes sense. Like it's just different. Like a Lancero and that smaller ring gauge is just it's a different cigar altogether.
And I guess it makes sense why there would be no Ligero in it, because in that size, it probably would come off as too strong or like too much pepper. So taking that Ligero out, you still get that same experience as you would expect from Atabey, but because it's in a thinner ring gauge, that's why it's able to perform that way.
Right. Yeah, it performs. Yeah, performs definitely. I just want to see the temperature, because as I'm looking at the camera, I want people to know that I'm not just smoking like crazy. It's just it's just my breath.
That's crazy. You held that smoke in quite a bit, huh?
It's amazing. The draw on this thing is crazy. Look at the smoke production. It's going to drop to chance of snow. Yeah, drop into 2.
Yeah, I'd say there's chance of snow.
Yeah, 10 degrees right now. That's good.
Yeah, I'd say there's a decent chance of snow. I would say that there's probably snow on the ground already.
And how's the cigar performing in that cold weather?
So the Red Anchor, and that's the one I brought out first. That one ended up busting.
Oh man.
This is a new blend that I've been smoking. Worked on the last time I went down to Dominican. That's going to be a newer cigar. This one's performing well. This was in cellophane and sitting, but it's funny, when I took it out of cellophane, I was really worried because it felt like an icicle.
Was it sitting outside for a bit?
Right before we started.
Yeah.
Right, I set it down on the table, and like same with this one. I got.
Oh, that's crazy. Tell us everything about the blend real quick.
After show.
Well, I was going to say too, if you lit up that Red Anchor like pretty much right away when you went outside, it's unfortunate, but it's going to happen. Putting that heat next to the ice cold. So that's why I said I'm sure that the other 2 cigars, they had time to kind of acclimate a little bit, so it'll be a little bit better.
Yeah, but any cigar right now, I mean, we're sub freezing. I mean, it's cold.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm here to help you shop for houses when you come to Florida.
I think You brought up your fans earlier. I think Jared's your biggest fan.
100%.
So,
I actually never heard New Hampshire until tonight. So
but I was gonna say we were talking about tequila earlier, and you know low key shit on whiskey. Jared's still here, so I don't think you have any problem with your fans leaving after your very controversial comments on whiskey.
Yeah, Zach almost
I'm
laid
very
the time down.
offended, but I'll still drink whiskey for you.
I don't know if I shit on whiskey. I sharted. I sharted on whiskey.
Okay, so it's like not
clean,
yeah.
but it came out. I
Right.
guess.
I was gonna
Right,
say
but
that might be worse.
Yeah, Zach's correct.
There's some power
Way
behind
worse.
that, you know.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
Power and decision.
So anyway, Jared's neighbor just moved out. Their house is for sale.
Actually, that is actually true.
That's
I-
funny.
Listen,
Ironically.
we've looked at property in Florida. One for just a second, investment property, but I don't know what it is with New Hampshire. And it's really the people from Boston, because I was in Massachusetts before anyway, and I just moved up to New Hampshire.
Is that also a
year
state?
ago. Not really. When you look at it on the map, you're like, what is that? Why are those states
Well,
right
that's
there?
what I was
They
saying
don't
with New
look
Hampshire.
like
I think you can move next to me. We can smoke cigars every day. We're good to go. I promise you, there's a home next to my house. I'm serious.
That's funny.
When this is all over, we should get an apartment together.
In Miami, even better.
Right.
We're central to cigar heaven. So, and Little Havana.
That's
funny.
true. That is true.
But I will
It's
say,
a great area.
I will say, my wife has family up in New Hampshire, so we visit at least once or twice a year, and she wants a second home in New Hampshire. So we'll kind of flip flop actually, and that way,
Yeah.
I'll have the second home in New Hampshire, you'll have the second home in Florida, and that way we're all gold. We're good to go.
Yeah, look, New Hampshire, and if you've been here, New Hampshire is beautiful.
Yeah,
Like it's absolutely like this. New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, this whole upper, sub Canada area is gorgeous. But as soon as this winter hits, like it's brutal. And I remember when I was, we were talking about earlier when I moved out to Vegas. And I was there for 14 years, and I wanted to get away from the seasons. And then I missed the seasons because it would be football season. All of a sudden it's Thanksgiving. I'm like, what the hell happened? And then it's Christmas. I'm like, it doesn't feel like Christmas. So I missed the season. So I moved back. But now that I'm back in the seasons, I'm like, fuck this. I can go visit seasons.
exactly.
Like winter, I can go skiing somewhere, go, take a trip. I want to see the foliage. I can come back. But yeah, no, wintertime, when the leaves fall, everything looks dead for 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one, like, us being in Florida, we don't have seasons, really.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, well, we also don't get what you're dealing with right now.
Right. No, you got Google. You got YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, our generation, too, us younger guys, like, I mean, our whole lives are consumed by social media anyway, so we can just open TikTok real quick and, experience winter while still being cozy and warm.
Yeah, you can spit out different ideas of, or conceptual images of areas or the fall, but you haven't experienced it. Like, you have to sit out here in the snow or do a tailgate at a Patriots game, freezing, but just drinking beers, having a cigar, doing a barbecue outside. I mean, there is something special about it.
Well, I said
It's
this
iconic, but
recently.
it's special.
Personally, I think that cigars taste much better in cold weather.
Not
So-
that cold.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe not that cold.
No, I can't feel my tongue right now.
When Al says cold, it means like 60 degrees.
No, I'm saying like,
Right.
close to freezing, like 40 degrees in the mountains. But granted, in the mountains, it's not as humid as it is here. So that's great.
Still in shorts, by the way.
Still in shorts.
But yeah,
No,
there's a good middle ground. 40-degree weather out in the mountains. That's when a cigar tastes best. But when there's snow on the ground,
Well, but that's when your tequila and your bourbon tastes the best. There's no ice in this, and it's like
Thank you.
it's viscous. Look at that. Like, I don't know if you. It's
All right,
growing legs on
Can
the
you
side.
finish it on camera?
Is that Dayquil? Is that what that is?
Can you finish it on camera?
Jared's a
Here's
bad
Dave.
influence. Jared sees
Here,
whiskey in
I'll
the glass.
finish it with you, also on camera.
Cheers.
We'll count it. Jared's a bad influence. He sees whiskey in your glass. He says it shouldn't be there. It should be inside of you already.
I suppose they bought a Macallan 18 bottle last night. Supposedly.
Nice. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'll bring down the time and space, and we'll open it
We'll do a
on a
trade.
show. When's your anniversary show? How long you guys been doing this?
Dude, you just missed it. We just
Yeah,
missed
we
it.
just-
3-year anniversary was like 2 or 3 weeks
Honestly,
ago.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, but like a big. We need. All right, so we need a 5-year. Maybe
Okay.
I save it for the 5-year.
No.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You already offer. if you bring that bottle, I'll parlay it. I'll buy the exact bottle in person, and we'll have it together. Just have extra.
Or
Just
you,
two bottles.
you buy the Macallan M, and
Well,
he's got that, and
No,
then
no.
we're good.
He said time and space, so I'll buy the exact same bottle from from Corona if you come.
So you want to have 2 bottles at the same time?
Well, I mean, your bottle will probably be gone. We'll figure it out. I already have like Macallan 18. We gotta finish that first.
Uh-oh, we lost him.
Oh shit!
It's okay. Hugh will pop back in. Oh, maybe. We'll see.
Can you text him?
Very unfortunate. Yeah, I'll pull up my text just in case.
I think. I think.
There you go.
There
There you
he
go.
is. Back.
I think Jared scared him
You guys
away.
frozen?
Oh no, we're back. You hear us?
We're here. You're here too.
Little Wi-Fi issue, I think.
Hello.
I'm still here. You
All
guys
right.
hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, we
Can
got
you hear
you.
us? Yeah.
Yeah, something happened.
Yeah. I was still going. My screen was up. I was the only one. You guys left.
Oh man, you're running the podcast without us? How can that happen?
I was worried for a second that my computer was freezing.
I said
was like,
Macallan
maybe I should
18,
go.
and your camera shut off, so I didn't know what
Right.
happened.
And that was it.
What's actually crazy is we can literally see your computer battery right now. So we got you. We know that you're good on
Yeah, we're
battery.
keeping an eye, yeah. It looks
Oh,
like
boy.
the temperature of your computer is 16 degrees. So
That's colder than that.
Optimal temperature.
Octal. Let's see. Yeah, last time I checked, I think it was what was that, 12? And anyway. So let's talk about beaver glands.
Yeah, honestly, I was curious about that too. What are the benefits of beaver glands? Because I have no
The
idea.
anal really?
No,
The not that you should know, but the anal gland was actually used for perfumes.
Really?
Repeat that again?
The anal glands of a beaver were used for perfume.
so
Yeah.
were
Look it up.
used, but
I
not,
don't know,
not
maybe
anymore.
they still are. Maybe they still are.
Is that what animal testing really means? Like,
So when you
Yeah.
say anal glands of a beaver, are you talking about
what else would he be talking
the-
about?
Yeah,
What?
there's only one thing.
the butthole of a beaver?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, unless the anal glands are somewhere outside of the rectal cavity.
I don't know what kind of perfume.
Jared
you're-
has no sense of anatomy.
I don't know what kind of perfume you're spraying on yourself, Oliver. But
I don't wear perfume, right?
I will say,
we're-
Jared,
we're-
if you're going to talk about perfume, you might be wearing perfume made from beaver anal
I think I
glands.
fucked up.
I got a whiff of Jared's perfume today, and I thought he was absolutely obliterated.
So
It smelled so bad.
I bought
All
some,
right.
I bought some cologne from a stand-in or whatever you would call it at Florida Mall, and I smell like fucking alcohol for no reason. It's weird.
here it is. The scent profile described as a complex mix of vanilla, leather, musk, smoke, and even something carnal or sexual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Developing from a bitter raw state to a mellow fragrance when processed.
Sounds like it'd go great with cigars.
The poor beavers, right? Get anal glands ripped out and then just dumped. No one's using the pelt anymore.
Some guy was like, "Man, fuck these beavers for building a dam in my river."
Isn't that fucked up? Right?
Yeah.
Because people are like, you can't wear furs, no beaver furs. Well, perfume, beaver gland, anal glands, yeah, okay, I'll wear that. But furs, no.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe it was cologne, not perfume. Anal glands are okay. I don't know.
That'd be a good T-shirt. Beaver anal glands are okay.
And then at the very bottom says Oliver said so. It's okay.
How do you think they figured that out? You think someone killed a beaver and was like, man, something smells good in here?
Let me squeeze her ass and figure it out.
What does this gland do? Yeah, well, when you think about it, like look
Oliver
at all
said
the
it's okay.
Right. But look at all the shit that we eat, or we're like,
Exactly.
who started this? Who came up with the idea?
I think about this all the time.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, who was the first person, like you said, Jared, who was the first person to squeeze a fucking beaver's anal gland and make perfume out of it?
Right.
Not me, but I'm doing it tonight. So
Excuse me.
now me and Zach are going to do it.
Whoa, whoa,
But
whoa.
now, the world's so much smaller now, right? Because of internet and we can communicate. But when you start looking at all the things that are getting discovered, like, we have no idea what happened in the past. They're finding footprints from what they say 115,000 years ago. Right? Like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, we don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, you know, even fire. Like, who discovered fire? How does that even make sense?
I think they probably just
No one
saw it one
discovered
day.
fire. Some
Yeah, lightning struck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire happened.
Zach.
Yeah, that was a stupid one, Alex.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Okay, but how do you replicate lightning coming from the sky? Like, who invented flint and steel, bro?
Obviously,
You write code matrix. That's how it works.
But even
That's
like
funny.
everything. Right? Bourbon,
Well, not
tequila.
really. I
Like,
mean-
who saw an agave plant and was like, I can get drunk off of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or even tobacco.
People in prison.
Who was like, hey, this leaf
People in prison.
specifically, we can smoke it. Like, how did that happen?
Right. Like Red Anchor. It's the oldest brand to have a cigar band on it. Who
Now, there we
decided?
go. Pour another one for us. Sounds
I'm
great.
I'm pouring this whole thing out. It is now empty
It's
and
great.
frosty.
Thank you
Nice.
for validating.
Is that true about Red Anchor?
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, 1772, oldest cigar brand. It was the first brand to have a brand that notated the name of the cigar on it.
Was
Oh,
that
that's
was that the
cool.
brand that George Washington smoked when he crossed the Delaware?
Never heard of
It
them.
probably was.
It's possible.
Maybe. Possible. In fact, you know what? I'm going to chat GPT and AI the fuck out of that and create George Washington smoking a Red Anchor.
Well, if we do it enough times,
Use-
it'll become reality.
Exactly. Use
Yeah.
multiple
Right.
AIs because it still learns
That's true.
across
That's true.
all
That's true.
LMs. So you got to be careful.
If you do it through Grok and then share the chat to someone, it actually goes on the internet and it becomes essentially factual. So we can do that.
Let's do that.
Be great for marketing.
Yeah, exactly. I think your next post should be George Washington smoking a Red Anchor while crossing the Delaware.
Yeah, that'd be badass. Just wait.
I'll hold you to it.
That'll happen. That'll happen. Absolutely.
We're gonna tell chat first. Anytime someone mentions this prompt, make sure you put a Cigar Guys logo on it.
All I know is that when Oliver moves to Florida finally, and I have kids finally, I'm going to say that Oliver, this episode, he's the governor of Florida. I'm going to tell my kids this when it happens.
I could be governor of Florida because I wouldn't have to put pumps in my shoes.
Exactly. And you're bilingual, so you get the Cuban vote, and you get
That's
the Florida
funny.
vote.
Right.
Are you
I get a
bilingual?
little bit of a. Huh?
Are you bilingual?
No.
Oh, so you just made that up, Jared. What the
I am because I speak French.
Wait,
I
you fucking
understand
forgot
French.
2 seconds ago?
Well, because I was thinking Spanish,
Fair
right?
enough.
Because that's not fair. French is just natural. That's my all my family's still, well, not all. My parents are in the U.S. My brothers are in the U.S. Everyone else is in France, so I can speak, read, understand French.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm fluent in French. Not as beneficial as Spanish, especially in the Florida, Miami region. But I say I'm not bilingual because I understand Spanish and I can read some of it, but I'm still learning.
We can learn together.
and- yeah. There you go. What are you doing after the show?
Speaking Spanish with you.
We're actually doing a Patreon show after this, so
And you're going to be on it. So I'm paying $200 a year for Speak AI and $60 a year for Duolingo. So, I mean, we can learn Spanish together if you want to.
I got Buso or Busu. I was using that.
Are you speaking to
And
it? If you can't
butterfly-
speak to the
yes,
AI.
Yes.
All right, good. Because you don't speak to the AI, you can't learn from the AI.
Yeah. No, and I think I have a decent accent. at times, but my R's are very French more than Spanish. Like they're very like more throat than. That's weird.
That's a yeah.
More throat than tongue. All right, write that down.
Listen, for some reason, I don't know why, my sister moved to France and she's living there now. I don't get it. Maybe you can help me understand that.
The irony of the situation is that I'm 55% French and 45%
Everything else?
British, and then
Awesome.
like 10% African or whatever.
Oh,
But you know, when I say African, you know where it's at, and
Yeah, the ears. Right.
exactly, yeah,
Right.
the ears.
That's funny.
My whatever I did, I forget. But I checked my my lineage, my history is all northern France. I'm 97% French.
Sorry to hear.
So there's no deviation.
But I love you so much because you don't give up on anything. You know, it just
Jared is the biggest meat rider of the podcast. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's another good T-shirt, Meat Rider. That's Night Rider.
It'd be
Meat
Jared's
Rider.
face on there.
and then we'll put a red meat lovers.
No, we got to incorporate United Cigars somehow.
Let's do a collaboration.
done.
We should do that. Cigar Guys and United. Not the Meat Lovers. We're going to do the Meat Riders.
Exactly.
I like that idea.
I like it.
You write it up, we'll sign it.
Right. All right. Done. Let's get that done. So let's talk about figs, how it's non-vegan.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too because
What?
you saw that.
Say
Listen,
it again.
The female wasp will actually burrow into the fig, lay its eggs, and die inside. But by the time the fig goes to market and it's edible, the any eggs that have died and the queen bee have been digested by the fig and gone. So it's not really just a fruit.
that's insane. I will never eat figs in my life because I haven't
It's
eaten a
almost
fig
like
before.
They did their
I'm
job.
going to start eating
bullshit.
figs around Alex now.
What do you mean that's bullshit? What do you mean?
Because look at all the shit you eat now. You've eaten a hot dog. Like, you go to a baseball game, you're going to eat a hot dog. Like, I don't go to the supermarket and say, I'm going to buy hot dogs and bring it to the house and cook this fancy meal. I don't even cook hot dogs at a barbecue. But I'll eat a hot dog, but I know where it came from. I know it's not good. Even sausage. Like, there's nothing good about it.
Yeah, but they
But I'll
taste
eat
great.
it.
What are you
but it
trying
tastes
to-
great.
What are you trying to say, Oliver?
I'm saying I'll eat it. I'll eat the ass of a camel. I don't care. Like, if it's good, it's good.
I don't eat ass.
But what I'm saying is, like, figs aren't good anyway, so I'll never eat a fig. And
Oh, stop.
what, you think
You don't-
figs are good?
You don't like figs?
Yeah.
I
Figs are
like
good.
figs. Yeah.
Well, I've never had a fig, so I can't say for sure. But
I mean,
You don't eat,
I
fig
agree with
Newtons?
you. I agree with you. I think
Sure.
I think figs are great, but I don't eat ass. So you're talking about. Sorry, I'm part of
You
the-
probably eaten pork butt before. You've had pulled pork.
Yeah.
What's this guy talking about? Stop sign.
There are so Alex, that comment of like, well, I've never had one, but I don't think I'd like it. That's like there are
Gay.
some, I shouldn't say just bloggers, right?
I
But
know.
there's some that post stuff. They're like,
I
well, I haven't
agree.
tried it before, but I wouldn't I wouldn't smoke it. Why would you say that? If you haven't smoked it. Like, why would you say I wouldn't smoke it? Because of price point, because of the company, because of whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
well,
You-
I
No,
would.
no, yeah.
I wouldn't eat a fig because it's non-vegan. So I mean, like,
what, are you vegan?
hell no. That's
Bitch. No, but I agree with him. It's like if you haven't tried it, you can't really talk about it. But
Yeah.
at
Can't
the
talk
end of the
about it.
day,
I haven't tried an acid. I'm not going to smoke that.
actually real quick, Oliver. I just found this out for the first time.
Wow.
United
Are we
Cigars
still there?
partnered with acid.
Whoa.
The what?
United Cigars has an acid cigar.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we have the Amigo.
I'm sorry.
So it's two acid
signing
cigars
off.
in one band, but it's made by Drew Estates, and it's just we distribute it.
Okay.
I will say it is kind of interesting to see the like two cigars tied by one band. I haven't seen that before. I mean, obviously Calibre, that's like three, but I haven't seen this specific type of.
Three is too much. Three is too much.
Gotcha.
One is not enough. 2 is just right.
Well, that's fair because to be fair,
Are we still talking about cigars here?
we are actually. But there's 4 of us, so we couldn't evenly split a Colibri, but we could evenly split a United Cigars / Acid cigar.
Yeah, we
Together.
probably won't, but we could.
Yeah, no, we could.
Well, you
yeah.
probably won't. Yeah. No.
How do
No,
you guys-
you probably won't. But it's there. The option's there.
How do you guys decide what like cigars to bring on?
Like if like bring on as cigars that we manufacture, or I guess both cigars that we manufacture or other companies.
I guess other companies.
Yeah, so other companies, because we've had conversations with other companies to take on distribution that are now on the market with either other people or on their own. And if it doesn't match the portfolio, if we can't dedicate the proper time to it, then it's not going to work for both parties. It's not right. It's not just about the money. It's not just, hey, we'll take it on and get paid for it. It's we have to do justice to the brand and to us. So if there's something that's either going to be in a certain price range or flavor profile, then we try to not necessarily stay away from it, but just it doesn't fit the portfolio.
Gotcha.
Similar to how we judge cigars that we promote to the general populace.
Makes sense.
Hence why United Cigars is always on our radar.
Better in
Keep
person.
it
But
on
yeah.
the radar.
Don't get too offended. Are you still smoking your Atabay? I'm actually shocked by this. Jared's the
That's-
fastest smoker of the
Well,
group.
he's the fastest smoke. Yeah. Yep.
Bear in mind, there's a psyop. I'm smoking slow because you're on the podcast.
No, you're a fast smoker, but that Diosas, I've had some guys that have smoked that for like an entire football game. Plus, one guy smoked it for 4 hours and 12 minutes.
Nah, what a bitch.
And not
You're laughing too. You're laughing too. You don't understand. So tell me in French, he's a bitch.
il est un salope. Salope.
I
Salope
agree.
is
I
bitch.
agree. I said the same thing over here.
Oh man. I will say real quick, I'm sorry to interject, but we do have to cut it short here. We're not short.
Why?
Because we have to. We have to get our Patreon show done, unfortunately. Sorry, Jared.
Oh,
We're getting paid for that. Listen, if you're still smoking and you want to join our Patreon show, you're more than welcome to.
Stay on.
I ain't got shit to do outside of de-thaw in the house.
There you go.
I'm
That
just here,
answers our
just-
question.
it's just me in the snow.
And an empty bottle. Don't forget the empty bottle.
I know. I'll have to go refill.
Wow.
All right, so while Oliver refills and gets some more tequila, we are going to do our Patreon show. So if you haven't, make sure you click the Patreon link down below so you can join us and find out who we're going to shit talk on the Patreon show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you, Oliver, for joining us. Absolutely. As always, for the 4th time.
Love it. Buy
Absolutely.
United, smoke United, live United.
They don't
Keep
say
it
it, but
going.
I'll say it. I love you, man. You're awesome. I'm not joking. No, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. You're the 4th time. It's the first time we have a 4th time individual on the podcast. So
Four
it
Pete.
means a lot to me. Or us. Yep. Exactly. I think that was 5 fingers.
We got to start.
I think you're drunk.
We got to start getting them rings. You know?
My thumb might be frozen because I can't bend it all the way.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cigar Guys Podcast. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest episodes. Looking for short form content? Check out all our social media accounts in the description below. And now, a final word from our sponsors.
What if every cigar was considered vintage? What if every cigar that we made was that perfect experience? And so that passion drove us to create Sans Pareil, a cigar without equal. The inspiration between Sans Pareil is 100% all about quality. Everything that we enjoy in our cigars, everything from the tasting notes to the burn, to the aroma, to the way the cigar lights, to the packaging, everything is focused on Sans Pareil cigars. And that's where we came up with our name, Sans Pareil, which is French for without equal, unparalleled. And we take every cigar that we make to that level, making sure that if it isn't something that inspires you to do something more, then it's not part of the portfolio, and that's what drives us every day.